Okay, everyone ready? Thank you. Okay, hi, let me just introduce myself. My name is Matthew Lee, and I am the Vice President of CCNC Toronto chapter. CCNC Toronto is, we're a group, an organization of Chinese Canadians that promote equality, social justice, inclusive civic participation, and respect for equality. One of the coalitions that we've helped establish and have been a very active part of is the Asian Canadians for Equal Marriage, ACFEM, which is a group that is calling on this press conference today. As you know, the ACFEM, Asian Canadians for Equal Marriage, is calling on the Government of Canada to move immediately forward and introduce legislation in Parliament to legalize same-sex marriage. ACFEM is a coalition of nonpartisan multi-faith organizations and individuals from diverse Asian Canadian communities that actively support human rights and equality, including that of same-sex marriage. And today, the members of ACFEM are here to speak on this issue. And let me introduce our first speaker, Song Ji. Song Ji.
Hi, my name is Song Ge. 这是一个Mandarin 的发音。Okay, we have one gaming group in Toronto. The name is Toronto 同志 Club. Okay, this is our banner. In the recent year, more and more Mandarin-speaking Chinese come over to Canada as the new immigration, and some of them are gay in this country. So, because right now we don't have the same-sex marriage rights, so a lot of newcomers cannot bring their boyfriend to come over to Canada. So for me, I think this is one issue for the same-sex marriage. But unfortunately, recent year in mainland China, the society become more and more homophobic. I have one story from the internet. A mother of a baby, her baby just a few months old. Her baby is a son, is a male. So the young mother worry about what I should talk to my son for the fairy tale, 童话. Maybe my pronunciation is not correct. Do you understand me? Fairy tale. Fair, yeah. And she asked in the internet, okay, most fairy tale is for the girls. For example, Sleeping Beauty, or Princess White Slow, or something like this. She wants to educate his son become manly, become masculine, because she doesn't want his son become something abnormal. So this story is something like, okay, it's a homophobic. Another discussion in the Chinese BBS is the thinker, okay, same-sex couple can get a civic union, but not marriage. The reason is because they believe the marriage is only for men and women. They don't think the same sex can become the married couple. But they didn't realize the equal marriage is so important also for same-sex partners. As I already mentioned, for example, the family union, the immigration, the visa. This is why today I'm here to speak out, represent Mandarin Speaker Gaming Club. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Songji. Please welcome our second speaker, Namuk Situpasin. She is from the Asian Community AIDS Services, and we'd just like to ask members to keep the speeches to 3 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Namuk Situpasin. I'm the Executive Director of Asian Community AIDS Services, which is a non-profit, charitable, community-based organization. We provide HIV/AIDS support, education, and prevention services to East and Southeast Asian Canadian population in the city of Toronto. And we serve a wide range of populations, including Asian, lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, and transsexual, or Asian LGBT community. From more than 10 years of experience working with Asian LGBT community, we found that any advancement towards social inclusion of an equal right for Asian LGBT community will facilitate a healthier and better quality of life for them. We believe that healthy living conditions, social relationship, and basic self-esteem are prerequisites of any health, good health, and the prevention of HIV and AIDS. And that's why, or therefore, we fully support the move to legalize same-sex marriage, as it will promote social inclusion, one of the very important social determinants of health recognized by Health Canada. We also support the rights to marry for same-sex couples because our clients want us to. There were a few times that our clients who are HIV positive and live in a same-sex relationship asked us about any progress and the court decisions on equal marriage. They told us that it was their last wish to legally marry and enjoy full rights as couples. They cannot wait any longer. Once again, Asian Community AIDS Services support the rights to marry for same-sex couples because it is the move towards social inclusion, which will enhance the quality of life and overall well-being of marginalized group of people in the Canadian society. And in the long run, we believe that favorable social conditions that are just and equitable can lead to good health. Thank you.
Thank you, Nanu. I'd like to introduce our third speaker, and our third speaker is Thelma Z. 我哋下一位嘉賓咧，佢係叫 Thelma Z， 佢咧係同佢個政府對象咧係啱啱結咗婚嘅。咁請介紹 Thelma Z。
Hello everyone, my name is Thelma Z, as mentioned. I recently married my same-sex partner on August 29th of this year. Now, we had plans to get married about a year ago. Now, as you all know, during the election in June, the Conservative were gaining power. Luckily, they didn't win. However, during that time when they were running for campaign, there were talks about taking away our right to get married, same-sex marriage, properly get married, and abortion, etc., to remove different rights that we have right now. And during that time, my partner and I were very nervous. We were like reading news every day, watching the polls, and getting worried that if we don't act now, if we don't get married right away before the election, we might not have that chance. It's a time limit marriage opportunity. So we're very worried. We decided to wait maybe a day or two after election to get married if the Conservative win. Now we all know the Conservative didn't win, so we ended up getting married on August 29th. However, although we are legally married right now, it's not going to be for long. If, let's say, Conservative gain power, let's say after this 4 years after Liberal, or if this failing government we have is not going to step in time to legalize same-sex marriage to pass the bill. So what I'm hoping, being here today, is that everyone understand what we have to go through and knowing what it's like to get married, knowing there's a time limit whether it's legalized or not. So what I'm hoping in the future that our marriage, same-sex marriage, is not going to be a political issue. It's just going to be legal. We're just fighting for the same rights as everyone else. We're not fighting for anything more. We just want equal rights. So thank you.
請下我哋下一個嘉賓咧，佢係叫 Clara Ho， 佢係一個律師，係屬於 多倫多華人法律互助中心嘅。請阿 Sarah 好。
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to present in English, and I will try my best to answer questions in Cantonese if you have any questions. I'm a staff lawyer at the Metro Toronto Chinese and Southeast Asian Legal Clinic, and we have been involved in this issue of same-sex marriage as part of ACFEM. And as everyone might be aware, the Supreme Court of Canada will begin their hearings of the same-sex marriage reference case tomorrow in Ottawa. They've scheduled 3 days for looking at the issues presented before them. Now, already in Canada, 6 regions have declared that to deny same-sex couples the right to marry is a violation of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The 6 regions include Nova Scotia, Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, BC, and the Yukon. Now, however, at present, though it's legal for same-sex couples to be married in these provinces, the purpose of the same-sex marriage reference case is to create a sort of uniformity across the country. But in spite of this, it will also be required that the government introduce a bill into Parliament. And until that bill is passed, the legislation governing same-sex marriage and issues of divorce and things related to family will not be resolved. Now, we've also heard, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, that the Liberal government is considering delaying the introduction of this bill into Parliament. And it is the position of the clinic, and I believe the position of ACFEM as well, that this would continue to be a violation of Charter and human rights for same-sex couples. So, and in the interim, while these issues are yet to be decided, the federal and legal definitions of marriage and divorce remain, of course, unclear. And so.
Thank you, Cara. 請介紹第5個嘉賓咧，佢係叫 Vicky Chow， 佢係屬於多倫多華人家長聯會嘅。
I'm going to do this in English because I'm very nervous, but I'm happy to be here. I'm very proud. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you for saying what you have. I'd like to call upon the Supreme Court of Canada and our governments to immediately, without delay, proceed, pass the legislation, amend our bills, allowing same-sex marriages. That's before I present. Thank you. Good day, members of the Canadian community. I am Vicky Chow. That's Jiao Zhongmei or Jiu Zhongmei, depends on which Chinese dialect we're looking at. I'm a mother to 3 children, ages 17, 8, and 6. All of my children are of mixed heritage. And as a mother, it's my responsibility and pride to teach my children as much as is possible. My goal is to prepare them for a happy and fulfilled future and life. One of the most significant discussions that I have with my children is teaching them to respect themselves and all those around them. We live in a world and a country that supposedly celebrates all existing diversities. It is imperative, however, that this celebration is accompanied by appreciation and honor of these differences. We must educate our society from birth to value diversity. The act of choosing a life partner is a right, not a selective privilege. It is my understanding that our school boards will soon implement classes in world culture, thereby fostering an understanding of the people in our communities. This is not only overdue, long overdue, but necessary. It is my intent to request that the school board ensure that these classes also teach our children to embrace and cherish the beauty of our gay and lesbian communities. In the interim, I will continue nurturing within my children an acceptance of all that is diverse. I also ask once again that the Supreme Court of Canada immediately amend our legislation regarding same-sex marriages so that our children, the future leaders of tomorrow, will live in a country that does not merely pontificate social justice, but achieves it. Our unity for tomorrow can only be found in the diversity of today. Thank you.
立于1999年2月1号 The Toronto 同志 Club started at the January 1st, 1999. In our email list, we have more than 300 members.
How long has Asian Canadians for Equal Marriage been established?
We started this year, March.
Just this year.
How many members do you have?
Yeah, we have more than 25 community endorsement agencies that are partner groups with us. There's a select group of active board members who are participating in ACFEM, but we have a lot of community partners that work with us. So it's not just that one thing.
Any like practical actions or follow-up after this press conference? Any lobbying?
Actually, tomorrow there will actually be a group of ACFEM members that will be going to Ottawa, and we will be going to attend the Supreme Court Justice hearing in Ottawa. So there'll be members of ACFEM there.
So how optimistic about the bill to be passed?
Well, in terms of the actual reference case, the court's job is to answer the questions the government has posed to them. The bill itself has to be introduced by the government, so it becomes an issue of when the bill will be introduced. And from where it looks like right now, there might be a delay in the government doing that. So, but we don't anticipate that the court will come to a decision that allowing same-sex marriage is a violation of the charter. So it'll be likely that it will be heard in the Supreme Court and the bill itself can't be passed, but they will, affirm the questions involved.
Do you think the delay will be like a political issues or just because of the general issues? Because right now the Liberal is a minority government, so they do they put this as a political issue to delay this because of they don't have enough votes?
Personally, I think the delay itself is a political issue. Whether or not there are enough votes in Parliament right now, it's looking like the Bloc and the NDP will be voting for same-sex marriage. And the Liberal government has indicated, although it's been unclear, that they are supportive of the issue. I'm almost positive that the delay itself is a result of the political divisiveness of the issue.
孙先生你好，你是来自中国哪个地方？
我最近在北京工作。
来了多久
？1998年来的多伦多。
听说你成了那个多伦多同志协会，是不是？
对，我们叫多伦多同志俱乐部。
你觉得在加拿大跟中国那个同性恋那个待遇怎么样？
这个问题其实可以说，每个人有自己不同的回答，很难从 general 就是普遍意义上来说。那就是说，从法律的角度来说，当然现在加拿大已经有很多省份承认同性婚姻，那么这对同性关系是一个同性恋者的促进，是一个很大的这个促进，很大的这个。从法律上可以规定你的这些权利吧。在中国大陆呢，可以说从一开始从来就没有任何法律来反对同性恋，来定义同性恋，就当这个现象不存在。那所以呢，有很多人就是说，在地下的很多活动，在民间的很多活动，甚至是可以说他们可能自由度更大，他们不觉得有多少压迫。
其实这个你刚才说了，这个现象是存在很久了，就是说，听说唐代已经有同性恋出现，这现在就是一个是法律的肯定，是不是这个意思？
这个就是我觉得是中国文化和西方文化的这个差别。因为在中国文化很多的事情吧是民不告官不究的，甚至在民间都有很多男孩子跟男孩子结婚，女孩子跟女孩子结婚不需要结婚证书，我就结婚了，我亲朋好友请过来做客，宣布大家我们是一对儿就 OK 了就行了。但是在西方是任何一个地方，哪怕你去抽烟，哪怕你到酒吧你们喝酒，都是有法律可行的。过了这个点儿你就不能喝酒，过了这个点你不能抽烟，这就是差别所在。
现在你们现在主要去争取是什么？这个俱乐部就是。
我们俱乐部主要是一个休闲的和社交的一个，不是一个政治性的组织。那么我们现在参加这个ACFEM 呢，是为了我们的这个焦点的这个话题，就是现在联邦政府对同性婚姻做出的一个裁决，我们需要支持。
其实婚姻是一个国际的那个认可的资格，现在有些地方确定同性恋是一个法律，有些地方不是。那么会不会产生国际社会混乱？就是说，你在加拿大是结了婚，在中国是还没结婚现象了？
我对法律不太熟悉，所以这个问题我很难回答。我想说的是，大多数如果你想同性婚姻在加拿大结婚的话，我估计他们也不是特别愿意回到中国大陆再去生活。
如果加拿大人民决定了同性婚姻是一个法定的婚姻，那么如果说比如从移民角度来看，是不是可以把同性那个伴侣也申请过来了？
对呀，这就是我刚才已经提到的。因为婚姻不仅仅是说两个人在一起，更多的牵涉到生活的方方面面，社会生活，包括他的移民权。
但是比如说你从中国来的，那么你那个同性婚姻那个地位在中国是不承认的，那是怎么搞得通？
我们现在谈的是在加拿大的法律地位，就是说你如果在加拿大都没有同性配偶的这个法律地位的话，那么他就根本无从谈起所谓的家庭团聚移民。
但是如果比如打个比方，
我已经讲了，签证官他看的不是说你在大陆是不是夫妻，而是说你来加拿大以后能不能去结婚，要不要去结婚。
对，那个非常明确。你觉得那个对这个bill那个法律的通过，其乐观的态度还是怎么样？
我觉得经过这么多年同志前辈前仆后继的这个工作和努力争取吧，我还是满怀希望。
作为一个同性恋的那个支持者，你觉得在社会上会不会受到宗教啊、公众的方面的压力呢？
肯定会有，或多或少。